Alright, hey guys, I'm back. I'm going to be putting on this wig. This wig is about 4 years old. Pretty wig. Yes, and it is 26, 26, 24, 24. And I believe this front is a 20. So yeah, the hair is pretty long. So the hair is pretty long. I've already cut the lace, so this will be a reinstall, which I really don't see much people doing. So I decided to do a reinstall with this hair, and the hair is from D-Sore Hair. It's not sponsored. I paid my own money for it, but I'm putting on, you know, my unit for New Year's. So I'm gonna be using liquid gold to, you know, tack it down, and I'm also going to be using, oh my god, I love this, fast drying, no residue buildup, Wonder Lace. Love this from Ebens. I've already cleaned off right here. The wig honestly has been chopped up. It started off as a 13 by 6, but now it's like a 13 by 3. So yeah, that's the problem when you reinstall hair and, you know, like it's thinning and you gotta keep cutting it. So this is a cut up lace. Like when I tell you it's cut up, it's cut up. But I'm going to reapply it and we're gonna get started. So this is what it looks like. I have to cut off the old lace, but I have to, you know, pluck. So I'm going to pluck before I lay it down because I need to know exactly what I'm doing. But this is what it looks like now, and yeah, it'll look way better once I put it on. So now that I have the baby hair sorted out, this part will fix that. But now that I have the baby hair all, you know, solidified, I want to begin to pluck because this is way too thick. So now I'm going to take this liquid bold hold, and I'm going to take it on a brush. I've used this before, and if you use too much of it, it's not going to be good. So I'm just going to use this much, and I'm going to smooth it right here. Now the key to using this is a little bit goes a long way. Trust me. Okay? And here, it's very thin. I'm going to smooth it out a little bit more. Make sure there is no hair in this glue, okay? And what we're going to do is we're just going to pull it and place it on top of the glue. I'm going to hold it here and then I'm going to blow it on warm air, probably cool. The back of the bottle says warm, but gel. I'm not going to press or anything, and I'm going to get my blow dryer. So I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not even going to use my blow dryer. The key to this bold hold liquid glue is to use a small amount, place the lace, hold it there, and let it dry. Because I just did that right here, and literally, it's tacked down. So I'm going to do the sides now. So this side, since I cut the lace, I had to. It doesn't fit me exactly the way I want it to, unfortunately. But this side, trust me, it's going to work. Okay, so when it comes to this side now, I'm just going to take the lace and just pull it here. And that's where we're going to lay it. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the liquid bold hold a little bit. And I'm just going to apply it. Make sure there's no hair in the glue. and I'm just going to place it and hold. So just placing and holding. I held it for a few seconds, probably like 30 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds, and it literally adheres. So I'm just going to do the same thing. So I did this side off camera, but I have to glue down the sides. You know, the flaps are the worst. But yeah, it's pretty simple with this new method. The last time I used, and I know I look crazy, but trust me, it'll all work out in the end. So yeah, it says to just blow dry this on warm air, but to be honest with you, I'm not blow drying it at all. Once you get a thin layer, that's why I use this brush. Oh my god, it just sticks down. So yeah, this is what this side looks like, but like I said, we are going to finesse it, okay? So don't worry, I have a little bit of lifting here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end of my rat tail. I'm gonna take my rat tail comb. I'm gonna put some glue on the brush. It's not open. I'm gonna put some glue on the brush. Just a tiny bit of glue. You can't see that. Just a tiny bit. And I'm going to get it and just smooth it onto the rat tail. And I'm going to just slide it up under where I need it. And then I'm going to push down. Now, this is a wig that I made before I knew how to make a wig. And all my wigs, to be honest with you, need new frontals, need to be revamped. So this is just me salvaging something that I know that, you know, I could salvage. So we're just going to get it done. The next step for me to do is tie this down because it is tacked down, but I want to make sure that it's all the way melted. So I'm just going to tie my band. Okay, so we're gonna get this hair out the way. We're just going to pin this hair up. I'm gonna tie it down and I'm gonna let it melt, and then we're going to do baby hair. We're gonna do all that cute stuff. I really don't like baby hair since the unit is barely any lace and you want to finesse, you know what I'm saying? We're going to just tie this down. And yeah, so I basically want to show you guys how I finesse my wigs that are toe down and you think that you can't get, you know, another wear out of it. You definitely can, because I've been doing that for a while now, because, you know, it was a lace shortage and it was the holidays. So yeah, we're not doing all that right now. So it's tied. So I'm just going to fix my ear. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to tie it down and let it melt. We're going to come back. We're going to part off the baby hair. We're going to style it. We're going to wet it down. We're going to hot comb it and do all that cute stuff. But I'm going to let this melt for like 15 minutes. So I'll be right back. Yeah, so it's fully tacked down. So I'm just going to take this here and add it as a choker. Accessorize. Okay, so I'm going to take this because I feel like this side is definitely plucked. I'm going to tack it down a little bit more. But this is my elastic band. I have an elastic band in this wig. So yeah, but I'm liking what it's looking like. I think it looks good. But this side is so thick. Oh my God. Like literally too thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pluck this side some more. So I'm just going to hot comb it back. So I'm back. I literally kept the band on for about an hour. I cleaned my kitchen completely, swept, mopped, washed the dishes, everything. So literally this has been on forever. I just put my hot comb back on because I didn't want to burn down the house. So this is what we have. Ooh. Let me put my choker back on. I see a little area where I need to put some, I didn't put a lot of this, but I have like a little area because I tweezed it and it kind of lifted a little bit. So I'm just going to fix that really quick. So I'm going to take my rat tail comb and I'm just going to lift it and push it in there. I only use one layer of this because I do not want it on too long. So I think that's pretty much, oh, right here too. So I'm just fixing where it lifted a little bit. I'm just going to be right back. I'm going to let that dry and I'll be right back. Okay, so I forgot to mention earlier, this is brown lace. It's not HD and it's not transparent, but for me, it's not too bad. So what I'm going to do is I basically combed out the hair and I put some of this just to make sure that the lace is all the way down. This is how I always reuse my old lace and my old wigs, because wigs are expensive. So we're gonna reuse these wigs. Okay, we're gonna cut the lace off and we're gonna finagle that. Okay. All right, so this is what I have. I'm just going to comb, because sometimes the spray makes the hair very hard and I don't like that. So I'm just going to comb it out, okay? And then we're going to start to get the baby hair. Hopefully we can get it out. I'm going to take my spray. And I'm going to let this dry, and I'm going to sweep and mop my whole way, because I like to not think about the band on my head because it hurts, because I want it to be super duper flat. So yeah, I'm going to be right back. Okay, so now it's time for the baby hair. So we're going to take this off. I'm going to be using a small curler, my hot comb, and we're just gonna do some baby hair. I'm gonna be using the boho lace jelly to slick down my edges. Okay, so basically you can melt your lace with this as well, but I'm gonna use this for my baby hairs, so let's go. So I burnt myself, child, and it hurt, but hopefully it doesn't get too dark. I'm about to put some not Moderna, but I did a mixture of the foam first to loosen up the baby hair, and also I tweezed out some hair. Then to solidify it, I used the lace jelly, and that should help the lace stay down quicker and longer as well. So I'm just gonna blow dry on cool. It is completely dry. It says on the back of the boho jelly to let it dry like halfway. But to be honest with you, I let this dry all the way. I let anything pertaining to lace dry all the way. And then I just melt it with the elastic band. Because if you do not let it dry first and then you put the band on, it will stick to the band. And when you pull it off, it will either lift your lace or your lace will be white. And we don't have any time for that. So I try to dry it completely. Now that it's dried, I'm going to put my band on the baby hair, and I'm going to clean up my makeup station because child, I got baby hair and hair all over the place. So I'm going to clean up my makeup station and I'll be back to show you the finished look. I'm going to wet it on camera and, you know, give you the final look. But you can always revamp your old wigs. It doesn't matter if you even have an inch of lace, 2 inches, or an inch and a half, depending on how you constructed the lace, you should be fine. This wig is actually constructed very, very well. It's very flat, so I'm still able to, you know, wear it until I get a new frontal. So yeah, there's always a way to revamp your old wigs.